Hello, welcome to CodeVision Academy. This is Akash, and this is your second session of Introduction to Dotnet. Previously, we knew what is Dotnet and what are the applications we are using in real world. So let's begin with features of Dotnet. As you see here, we have two types of features. One is language independent, another one is platform independent. What is language independent? .NET is a collection of programming languages. Here we have more than 30 languages when it was released on 2002. It supported at that time C#, VB.NET, Fortran.NET, Python.NET or IronPython, Pascal.NET, JSharp.NET, etc. Most of these languages are in extension version of the existing languages. If let's say I'm going to next, you can see here from the C and C++, it extended to C#, whereas Pascal is extended to Pascal.NET, Visual Basic is extended to VB.NET, Python extended to Python.NET, Java extended to JSharp.NET, COBOL extended to COBOL.NET. In today's date, we don't have all these 30 plus languages in uses. We are mainly using 5 languages: C#, VB.NET, F#.NET, IronPython and ML.NET, and the most popular is C#. This is one of the example of C# coding. It is the example of how we can print 1 to 10 using for loop. We will know more about for loop when the coding time will come. But for your knowledge, I am just saying, like, whenever a code you are writing, that is called C# source code. Whenever you are writing, if any error is not there, so it is checking by the compiler of the C#. So when first of all source code will check by the or compiled by C# compiler, then after it is going to CIL code, which is nothing but the common intermediate language. So what is CIL code? The output code that is generated after the compilation of a program in .NET language is called as CIL or common intermediate language. It can be called again like Microsoft intermediate language. So you guys, I guess, understand, like, whenever any of the C# code or F# course is compilation done, it is going to the CIL code. In real time or in programming world, we have two type of languages are there. One is procedural languages, another one is OOP language. OOP is nothing but object oriented programming language. Procedural languages doesn't have any of the security or reusability, whereas OOP language has security and reusability. Previously, before 1995, most of the applications are executed on C, COBOL, Pascal, which is nothing but a procedural language. Whereas after 1995, we are mostly using C#, C++ or CPP or Java, etc., which are nothing but a OOP language. All the OOP language have an important feature, that is code reusability. We are writing one-time code, can be consumed any of the program and as many you want. These are the examples. Whenever, if you can see, C++ source code is compiled by C++ compiler and it is generating one of the object code which can be again used in another C++ program. Same like Java source code can be compiled by the Java compiler, which can be give you bytecode and it can be consumed by any other Java program. Similarly, for the C# code also be the same. Source code from the C# can be compiled by C# compiler, will be generate CIL code, then after consumed by any of the .NET language program. FSR and VB.NET source code also be the same like C#. Whenever it is compiled, FSR code compiled by FSR compiler, whereas the VB will compile by VB compiler, and both are giving the CIL code, and it can be used in the .NET language, any of the .NET language. That's the main reason. If let's say you can see here, reusability of the C++ and Java languages is only within the language, whereas the same reusability in .NET language is across all the language of the .NET. That we can say it is a language independent. So in the .NET, whatever the languages .NET support, it can be consumed by any of the language whenever we are developing any of the code in it. Next, another one is platform independent. Before we are going to platform independent, first we need to know what is platform. A platform is an environment under which an application executes. It is a combination of two things, microprocessor and operating system. Up to 1995, applications that are developed by using programming languages that are present in the market like C, C++, VB, COBOL, Pascal are all platform dependent. If we develop any application by using any of these language on one platform, we cannot run them on the other platform. What does it mean? Like if whenever we are developing any of the application, let's say previously we developed MS Word, we cannot install it in the Mac OS. It is only can be installed in Windows. That is what the platform dependency is there. Platform independent. Applications that are developed by using Java and .NET languages are platform independent. These applications, once developed on a platform, can run on any other platform, write one and run anywhere. So whenever any of the application developed, it can be run any of the operating system like Windows, Linux or Mac OS. So there will be no dependency on the OS. In .NET, whenever we compile any code using appropriate language compiler, the outcome will be CIL, which is nothing but Common Intermediate Language. So we will install CIL code on client machine, and to run this code, we need to install another software that is called .NET Runtime. Inside the .NET Runtime, we have one component that is called CLR. We will know more about CLR in later sessions. Just remember CLR, whenever one CIL code is generated, it will go through the .NET Runtime which has the CLR, which will convert the CIL code into the native machine code. In the year 2002, when Microsoft launched .NET in the market, they provided their first runtime for the Windows OS. But they made the specification to develop the runtime as open, so that third-party companies or any open source companies can come forward and develop the runtime for other OS. Then after that, the runtime is called as the .NET Framework. The first version of .NET Framework is 1.0 and the latest one or the last one is 4.8, which was last developed on 2019. But it is not fully platform independent because Microsoft has given it only for the Windows operating system. In 2016, Microsoft launched a new runtime into the market with the name .NET Core, and this runtime is provides for Windows, Linux and Mac OS. And the latest .NET Core is .NET 8.0. On 2020, Microsoft launched a new runtime into the market by combining .NET Framework and .NET Core, which starts from the version 5.0. Later on, Microsoft told this is not .NET Core either or .NET Framework. It is only .NET. So the new .NET is called by only .NET. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Hope you understand the video and please like, subscribe. Thank you.